The static crackles to life again, just like every other night. A familiar dance of black and white specks on the old CRT screen. It's a relic, this television. Found it at a flea market, thought it had character. Now I know it has something else entirely. It started subtly. The TV would just turn on. Middle of the night. I'd wake up to that soft, electric hum, the room bathed in a flickering gray light. I blamed faulty wiring, old electronics, anything that made sense. I even unplugged it, but it still turned on. That's when the real unease began to creep in. The static wasn't just random noise anymore. It started to feel intentional, like it was trying to form something. I'd stare at it, my heart thumping a nervous rhythm against my ribs, convinced I was seeing patterns. Faces in the clouds, right? That's what I told myself. Just my tired mind playing tricks on me. Pareidolia, a perfectly rational explanation for an irrational feeling. But the feeling wouldn't go away. It felt like I was being watched. And then one night the feeling was confirmed. The static coalesced. For just a second, a face stared back at me. It wasn't clear, more like a charcoal sketch caught in a snowstorm. Hollow eyes, a mouth that wasn't quite a smile, not quite a frown, just an expression. It was there, and then it was gone, swallowed back into the chaos of the static. I shot out of bed, my breath catching in my throat. I stumbled over to the TV, my hand hovering over the power button before I realized it was already unplugged. The cord lay coiled on the floor, inert and useless. Yet the screen still danced with that ghostly light. My blood ran cold. This wasn't faulty wiring. This was something else. Sleep became a stranger. I'd lie awake, staring at the dark corner where the TV sat, waiting. And it always delivered. Every single night around 3 a.m., the screen would flicker to life, and the face would appear. It started lasting longer. A few seconds at first, then a full minute. The details became sharper. I could see the lines on his forehead, the gauntness of his cheeks. He never moved, never spoke. He just watched me. His eyes, dark and empty, seemed to look right through me, into the deepest parts of my mind. Who was he? A ghost? A figment of my unraveling sanity? I tore my apartment apart looking for answers. I researched the history of the building, the previous owners, anything, nothing. It was a normal, boring apartment with a normal, boring history. I tried talking to it. I felt like a fool standing in my pajamas asking an old television set what it wanted. Who are you? What do you want from me? The only reply was the ceaseless hissing static and that silent, unblinking stare. The man in the static offered no clues. His presence started to bleed into my waking hours. I'd see his face in reflections, in a shop window, in a puddle on the street, even in the screen of my own phone. Just for a flash, but it was him. I felt a constant, prickling paranoia, the sense that his eyes were always on me, even when the TV was dark. My friends said I looked terrible. They told me I was stressed, overworked, that I needed a break. How could I explain that I was being haunted by a television set? They'd think I was crazy. To be honest, I was starting to think I was crazy too. I decided I had to get rid of it. I couldn't smash it. The thought of destroying it, of destroying him, filled me with a strange, inexplicable dread. So I decided to take it back to the flea market where I found it. I wrapped it in a dusty old blanket, loaded it into my car and drove. The entire way I felt his eyes on me from the back seat, even through the thick fabric. It was a relief to finally hand it back to the vendor, a grizzled old man who just shrugged and took it without a word. He didn't seem to care. That night, for the first time in months, I slept through till morning. The silence in my apartment was absolute, beautiful. The oppressive weight of being watched was gone. I woke up feeling refreshed, reborn. It was over. I had my life back. I went about my day with a newfound lightness, smiling at strangers, enjoying the simple feeling of being alone in my own head. The paranoia was gone. The face was gone. The static was gone. But as I was getting ready for bed that night, I walked past my modern flat-screen TV, the one I used every day. It was off, a sleek black mirror reflecting my tired but relieved face. And then, for a split second, the reflection wavered. My own features distorted, melting away. And looking back at me from the glossy, dark screen was a familiar face. Gaunt cheeks, hollow eyes, and an expression that was neither a smile nor a frown. He had found a new screen. He was never in the television. He was waiting for me. He was always watching. This story is a reminder of how our minds can sometimes play tricks on us, especially when we're feeling isolated or stressed. It is always okay to talk to someone if you feel like you're struggling with your thoughts or perceptions. Reaching out is a sign of strength. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.